holidays, everyone. Welcome to our coverage of the NBA on 2K Sports. Along with Grant Hill and Richard Jefferson, this is Brian Anderson, and we've got our reporter, Allie LaForce. Now let's check out the Western Conference standings and see how they look here in December. Taking a look at San Antonio. At the midway point of the season, they're in fourth place in their respective conference.
Well, right now for the Spurs, it really hasn't been the dominant season they were hoping for, but they're still in the hunt for a high postseason seed.
From here on out is just about putting in the work, coming to every game ready to compete, and never giving less than your best.
All right, let's check out San Antonio's starting lineup. Fox at the 1 with Castle at the 2. Wembanyama out there with Kelly Olynyk, and it's Vassell in at the 3. And for Washington, we've got Alex Sarr, Trae Young out there with Johnson. Then there's Davis, and it's Coulibaly in at the 3. A lot of the talk coming in focused on the backcourts, Richard. Both teams have outstanding guard play.
And that means we should see some creative offense. I love skill play at any position, but it's often the guards that will leave you speechless.
Now here's Fox. Pass to Castle. It's stolen by Johnson. And it's Washington on the break. Stolen by Vassell. Wembanyama scanning the floor. It's stolen by Johnson. And it's Washington on the break. Here's Sarr. And finished off by Sarr.
The Frenchman, s'il vous plaît. Taking flight. You gotta like Sarr.
And so it's Vassell who brings up the ball for San Antonio. Pass to Fox. And he gets the jumper to drop.
Pick works well there, but the defense left a lot to be desired.
Yeah, that just comes down to a lack of effort. The defender has to do a better job fighting through the screen.
First quarter, just over a minute played. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Earlier, I spoke with Brian Keefe. He talked about how difficult it is to match up against Victor Wembanyama. Coach said the biggest concern is Wemby's defense. His rim protection is game-changing. But he told me that it doesn't mean settling for outside shots. It means ball movement and spacing the floor will be key. Brian, back over to you.
All right, appreciate it, Allie. And the basket by Castle.
Always ready to fire. Castle wasting no time.
Fox against Young. Davis with a screen on Fox. Rebound San Antonio. They want to keep rolling here following the win against Atlanta.
And most of the arena was totally against them. But they looked inward, trusted each other, and made good plays.
Even with all that noise, when they had the ball, it never rattled them. Their offense was in tune like it was a home game.
For Washington, they've gone 1 of 4 to begin this one. Outside Coulibaly. To the paint. Oh, Fox with a steal. Vassell with it. Picked up by Coulibaly. And so he draws the foul. Headed to the line to shoot a pair.
Such an important part of this team. Vassell, a great athlete who can guard multiple positions on the court. That's so valuable.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. And he drops the first.
And talk about a guy who just keeps getting better and better and better. Vassell is one of the more complete players in this game.
And so Vassell nails both of them. Well, Grant, this is the third season under this front office for the Wizards.
And bringing experience from years working for the Oklahoma City Thunder, their commitment level to building the right way is rock solid.
Ooh, nice touch from the mid-range. Davis proving how effective he is from that spot.
And so it's Vassell who brings up the ball for San Antonio. It's a 5-point game. Wembanyama, the pass to Fox. Here's Castle. 4-3. Counted from distance. Castle's got 8.
Their ball movement on this run has been tremendous. It's led to a lot of good, clean, open looks.
The Wizards have gone 2 for 5 here in the first. Young, the pass to Johnson. Young with a screen on Castle. Now Coulibaly. Here's the 3. Rebounded by Kessel. And we're approaching about 3.5 minutes played in this first quarter. Double on Wembanyama. Fox for three. Oh, he missed it, making him 1 for 2 now.
You knew eventually they were going to miss one, at least you hope.
Things just don't seem to be clicking for them offensively.
Yeah, they really need to find a way to get back on track. He's been off this whole period, unable to sustain any kind of consistency.
And the shot goes in. He's got 10.
They've shown so much energy right from the start, particularly on the offensive end.
They came out swinging, really setting the tone on offense, and the opposition has not been able to respond.
And so now a timeout called by Brian Keefe. Coach probably just checking to make sure everybody's on the same page here. Wizards trail by 10. Outside Johnson. Back to Young. Throws it up high. It's stolen by Fox. Koulibaly against Vassell. Fox, the pass to Olynyk. Back to Fox. The three. On target from range. Fox has got his second basket on the night. And now we'll get a perspective here on how the hustle game has been going for the Spurs.
From the tip, they are not making things easy on them. Lots of steals, playing disruptive basketball.
And I've also liked how they've attacked the opposition off of turnovers. I mean, just making them pay for every mistake out there.
On offense, here is San Antonio. What a stretch they've got going here. 17-2. Pass to Castle. Outside Olynyk. Just 5 on the clock. The three from Wembanyama. Rebound Washington. Victory eluded them last time in San Antonio when they faced the Spurs.
This time around, they're looking for better execution offensively. They have to avoid mistakes.
If they can clean up the turnovers and make better decisions, it should be a much closer game this time around.
San Antonio leading by 11. And here's Fox. 8 points in his last time out. Wembanyama, screen on Young. Fox, the pass to Wembanyama. There's the block.
And as Sarr gets older, he'll learn how to use his length even more.
Back to Davis. That's in. Coming off an assist from Young. Davis has got his second basket of the game.
And they may have talked about shot selection coming into this.
San Antonio has gone 3 for 5 from deep so far in this matchup. Out to Fox. Vassell outside. Here's Wembanyama. Got a hand on it. Goes back up. It's rebounded by Washington. Davis has got 4 rebounds now. Johnson for 3. The rebound by Victor Wembanyama. Wembanyama's got 4 rebounds now. Fox with the ball. And Davis picks him up defensively. And here's Vassell from the arc. It's rebounded by Washington. Davis has got 5 rebounds in the game. Here's Koulibaly. Count it. And here's a timeout from Mitch Johnson. A moment to rest and confer on the game plan. Well, Grant, when it comes to exciting young guards who can really fill it up, Trey Johnson's name has to come to mind.
Yeah, no question about it, B.A. This kid can score in a variety of ways, and his confidence is what makes him so dangerous in this department.
And Washington making a change here. George is checked in, and San Antonio also making a switch. Johnson's checked in. San Antonio leading by 7. Here's Fox. He's got 5. Wembanyama, screen on Young. Fox, the pass to Wembanyama. Rebound collected by Anthony Davis. Davis has got 6 rebounds in the game.
So far, rebounding has been a focal point for them.
Davis with a screen on Castle. Oh, a clear foul there on the missed shot. So he'll get a pair at the line. It's going to be on Victor Wembanyama.
There is no question Davis is a top 10 talent in this league when healthy. But unfortunately, he's dealt with several injuries throughout the years.
And the Spurs willing to be patient with this rebuild, but when De'Aaron Fox became available, Grant, they did not blink.
Yeah, he's just too dynamic to pass up and still young enough to grow with their core. Now it's about making the pieces click.
Now here's Fox, a top-tier scorer, averaging a little under 25 points a contest. Pass to Wembanyama, shoots over Sarr, and he buries that one. Back rim and in. And the Spurs lead by 7.
As soon as that ball touches his hands, it is gone. You love to see that confidence from Wemby.
Davis can't hit.
Aggressive mindset, but the defender just as determined to send him away empty-handed.
Fox finds Johnson. Now here's Wembanyama. Wembanyama double-teamed. Fox for 3. Rebound collected by Anthony Davis. Washington has gone 0 for 4 from deep to start this one. To the left wing. Here's Sarr. The Wizards with another miss.
Really thought he had this one, and the defense, they were giving it to him.
Fox against Russell. Fox, that's good. And it's a 9-point San Antonio lead.
His accuracy is on another level this quarter. Really high-quality shooting.
And so it's Russell with it. He brings it up for the Wizards. Last game matched up with the Grizzlies. A tough loss there.
Defensively, they weren't up to the task. Didn't play as a cohesive unit, and it really hurt them.
Boy, they looked like they were asleep on that end of the floor. No one was talking. No one was paying attention. It was rough.
Spurs lead by 6. Here's Fox. And a nice finish on the layup. Fox has got 9.
Defensively, they've got to get more bodies in the paint. That's 3 straight field goals from below the free throw line.
Washington's gone 1 for 5 from three-point range. A cold start. And so now a timeout called by Brian Keefe. He's going to talk it over with his guys. So for the Wizards, Vukcevic, he's checked in for Sarr. And it's Champagnie in for Anthony Davis. Russell against Fox. Tries the spin move. Outside Carrington. George for 3. Hits the trifecta.
Back-to-back threes. Making their defense work on the perimeter a bit.
Spurs lead by 5. Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thanks, B.A. The Wizards are letting their young guys learn on the fly. Guard Bub Carrington said, the whole organization communicates to us often. We drafted you guys for a reason, they say. Don't be scared to make a mistake. Play your game, use the things that got you here, and see if it sticks. Back to you guys.
Learning on the job. All right, Allie, thanks a lot. Wembanyama with a bucket.
They have no answer defensively inside.
And the Wizards shooting 41% from the field so far. Russell, the pass to George. Here he goes. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up. It's going to be on Victor Wembanyama with a good chunk of the season in the books, Richard. Are you keeping an eye on the trade deadline coming up?
Yeah, it's not too far away to start throwing some of those ideas into the good old trade machine. But I'd like to be respectful to the players and not speculate too much. There's a lot more involved than just moving players.
He misses the free throw. RJ San Antonio's seen a surge in popularity. Spurs jerseys seem to be everywhere these days.
Yeah, they call that the Wemby effect. When a team has a generational talent like Victor, a lot of new fans come on board.
Looking at who's out there now for San Antonio. Cornette's checked in for Victor Wembanyama. Barnes comes in for Olynyk. And it's Harper in for Fox. San Antonio leading by 6. Here's Harper. He's averaging just around 8.5 points a game. Out to the right wing. Inside. The kick out to Johnson. Russell with the rebound.
Yeah, you have to knock those down. Open shots inside the arc are rare in this league.
Over to the left wing. Here's Riley. And he goes up strong with a one-handed jam.
Such confidence as a passer. He hits guys in stride and makes it look easy.
San Antonio's gone 3 of 7 from beyond the arc in the first. Outside Barnes. Pass to Harper. Now Castle, guarded by Russell. Here's Cornette. Off target at the rim. The Wizards trail by 4. To the inside. Here's Riley. It's good. Set up beautifully by George. Riley's got 5.
This defense is getting spaced out. 3 of the last 5 buckets have come from way beyond the arc.
Here's Harper. No points so far. Goes up and lays it in nice and easy. And the Spurs lead by 3.
Man, that's now 10 straight points in the paint. I'm not sure what's happened to their defense, man.
44 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Outside Young. Out to the right wing. Here's Champagnie. And right now he's currently putting up 6.5 points per game.
Where's the rim protection? That's just too easy for him.
Now Castle. 19 seconds left in the first. Six to shoot. Lets it fly. Kept alive.
He really gets in perfect position for the follow. Just a terrific read.
He gets it up. He knocks it down, but wait a minute. The officials getting together here. They may want to review this one. And it looks like they...
The previous play is under review.
Let's get off in time or not.
And they're going to take another look at the replay to make sure. But to me, it looked like he got it off in time.
After the review, the ruling on the floor is overturned.
And after reviewing the play, it looks like they're overturning the call here. That basket is good.
It would have been a real shame if those points didn't count. I'm so glad the officials were able to take a second look and make the right call.
Stephon Castle. He's been the guy making things happen for the San Antonio Spurs. He put together 10 points in the quarter. We'll be back in a moment. And it's been a pretty even game here after one quarter of play. All right, guys, what's your take on the Spurs so far?
Simply put, they look totally fearless on the defensive end.
Yeah, they're putting pressure on all the ball handlers, getting into the passing lanes and showing great anticipation.
San Antonio's gotten 3 of their 7 threes to find the net in this matchup. We've got Trae Young. He's out there with D'Angelo Russell. And it's Champagnie at the 4. That's the 5 on the floor for the Wizards. And Harper gets it to go. And Young has got the ball here for Washington. They trail by 3. When this one's over, they'll be off to Charlotte as they take on the Hornets. It's a quick turnaround on the road. Just one game. Clock at 6. Pass to George. Takes a 3. Rebound by San Antonio. 13 points was their biggest lead of the game. Here's Harper. The three from Barnes. It's rebounded by George. Outside Young. The three is up. Tips it up. Barnes with the rebound. San Antonio leading by 3. Castle outside. Johnson a screen on Russell. Kicks it out to Barnes. Sends it home from three-point land.
Nice work by Barnes in that coffin corner. He really had that bad boy dialed in.
We're about a minute and a half into the second quarter. One of the skilled slow-down finishers. That's Harrison Barnes.
Oh, you've seen it out on the break, full speed, then suddenly that half-speed deceleration layup. That's a signature play from HB. The defense flies by, and he usually banks one in.
Here's Champagny over Barnes, and misses it off the right side of the rim.
That's a great look. I'm not sure what happened.
Here's Castle. Foul called. Looked like the D didn't get there in time, and he'll shoot free throws. All right, Richard, just as a fan of the game, who's your favorite player to watch right now?
I'm really loving Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, really their whole team. But Shai, he's just special to watch.
And he makes the first.
You love the frame and the length Castle brings to the guard position.
And San Antonio making a change here. Vassell's checked in. And Castle drops them both. Wizards trail by 8. Pass to Riley. George outside. Here's Champagny. He's guarded by Barnes. They get the rebound. Russell from outside. It's good. Set up beautifully by George. Russell's got his second bucket on the night. San Antonio leading by 5. Here's Harper. Floats one up, and that's 2 points on the layup. Harper's got 6.
Making the floater look this smooth is not as easy as it looks. It's a challenging shot.
Washington has gone 1 for 3 from downtown here in the second. Young with a screen on Vassell. To the wing on the left. Here's Champagny. Shot clock at 6. George a screen on Barnes. Champagny shot is off. San Antonio has gone 4 of 9 so far from the perimeter. Here's Castle. Good work defensively by Russell.
And he's usually able to score on that type of defense rather easily. Surprising to see him come away empty.
Left side Young. The rebound by the Spurs. Closing in on 4 minutes played here in the second quarter. Pass to Castle. Fires the 3. Russell with the rebound.
And after connecting twice from deep in the first quarter, he hasn't been able to drain another here in the second.
Up top, Young. He had a 27-point outing in their last game against the Grizzlies in Memphis.
And how about the passing? We've seen this from him. He's just absolutely shredding the D to pieces right now. Some people could say he's struggling on offense this period. I like to think of more of drowning. Just can't seem to find his confidence.
Here's Harper. He has 6. Castle with it. Russell covering. The 3. Vassell sinks the tray. He's got 5.
Always ready and willing to fire. Vassell from the corner.
Trying to find a spark here.
Yes, indeed. A rough stretch offensively. They could really use a basket.
Here's Young. Shot blocked. Here's Harper. Guarded by Young, and he takes that one up and powers it through.
And sends it home with some passion.
I think he's rubbing it in a little bit here, hanging up there like that. Castle against Russell. And there's a whistle. That goes on Devin Vassell. That's his first foul of the game. Davis, he's checked in for Washington. Victor Wembanyama's checked in for San Antonio. Down low. Here's George. Oh, rejected by Wembanyama.
That's what happens when you try to challenge Wemby. If you don't know, now you know.
Stolen by Davis. Got a piece of it. Barnes passes to Harper. Young with it. He's picked up by Barnes. Pass to Davis. For three, George. Rebounded by the Spurs.
And you have to think that they're leading this game because of how they've controlled the boards tonight.
Now here's Wembanyama. George defending. Oh, a great flush from Wemby.
And Wembanyama can dunk it basically just standing up. You got to keep him out of the paint.
And so now a timeout called by Brian Keefe. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy. So for Washington, Sarge checked in for George. Coulibaly comes in for Champagnie. And it's Johnson in for Russell. And San Antonio also making a switch. De'Aaron Fox is checked in for Harper. And so it's Johnson with it. He brings it up for the Washington Wizards. It's a 14-point game. Clock at 6. The Wizards with another miss.
Defense kind of rolled the dice there, and I'm a little surprised that it ended up going their way with the miss.
Wembanyama pass to Fox. Sarr with it. Fox picks him up. Here's Coulibaly. A good look from Johnson. Offensive struggles continue. Missing again. Spurs lead by 14. Here's Fox. Sinks that one from the post. Fox has got 11 points.
They're really dictating the tempo on both ends of the court. You love it.
And guys, to go on a big run, get some breathing space, it has to be a great play on each end.
Outside Coulibaly. Now here's Johnson. 11 points for him last game against Memphis. Jacks up a three. Rebound by San Antonio. Wembanyama's got his 8th rebound here tonight.
And they're up considerably because of their efforts on the glass.
And the officials whistle a foul on the shot. The bucket is good, and he'll go to the line. That sends Stephon Castle to the free throw line. It's on Bilal Coulibaly. San Antonio shooting their 5th free throw of the game here. Carrington, he's checked in for Young.
Well, here in the second quarter, he's starting to dial up his aggressiveness as far as working himself to the free throw line.
Outside Johnson. Washington moving the ball around. Outside Carrington. From outside the arc. Back to Davis. Count it. Make that 3 of 7 so far for him.
And we talk about the importance of versatility. He's really got it all on the offensive end.
Fox with the ball. 11 points in the game. Pass to Wembanyama. Yes! And a nice assist from Fox. Fox has got his 4th assist with that last one. Boy, they'd love if anyone could get a bucket.
Yeah, their offense has been grinding to a halt.
Oh, it's blocked by Wembanyama.
You got to be careful shooting around Wembanyama. Look, he's already one of the best shot blockers in the league, if not the best.
Their offense is looking like a well-oiled machine, getting any look they want.
Right about that. Seems like they haven't missed.
Johnson against Fox. Sarr. And finished off by Sarr.
Size, explosion. He's a dangerous finisher, and we saw it right there.
And here's the timeout from Mitch Johnson now. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over. Harper, he's checked in for Castle. Looking now at some numbers for De'Aaron Fox.
And he's had a rough past 5 games. He's had trouble finding his offensive rhythm and just hasn't been as effective as he'd like to be on that end. But this is something all players go through, and I'm sure he'll fight his way back.
Spurs lead by 19. Pass to Harper. Fires the 3. Rebound Washington. Outside Johnson. And here's Davis. Outside Koulibaly. Now Johnson. Sarr with a screen on Fox. Sarr up top. Fires. High post. No. He's made 3. Missed 2 now.
Probably not the shot they had in mind, but you can't fault him. He had a clean look.
All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Hey, Anthony Davis prefers playing power forward. He said, quote, "If I have to play the 5, then it's totally fine. At the end of the day, I trust coach's decision." I'm pretty sure he heard AD wants to play the 4, but I want to win. So if that's me playing the 5, that's what it's going to be. Guys?
He can do both. Okay, Allie, thanks a lot. Wizards trail by 17. Outside Johnson. Pass to Koulibaly. This one for 3. Barnes with the rebound. Barnes has got 4 rebounds now.
And one of the reasons they're down right now is because they've fallen in love with the jump shot.
To the wing, right side. Fades away. That one no good.
He's been off. Still, they're up, so not all is lost.
Here's Davis. Davis getting it done in the paint.
And Davis has added strength over his career. Really helps him inside.
And Fox has got the ball here for the San Antonio Spurs. A minute 31 left in the second. Pass to Wembanyama. Stolen by Sarr. Here's Koulibaly. Outside Johnson. And denied. He sends it right off the glass.
And their physical dominance has been on display. A 10-rebound advantage is a good indicator of how this game has gone. Nice job in the second quarter, just pounding it into the paint. Good way to maintain the upper hand.
One thing people notice about Dylan Harper, he loves to get going downhill.
Yeah, he delights in bullying his way through a defense, using a blend of speed and size to get to where he wants to go.
And that one misses.
Yeah, they're really cashing in more at the line here in the second quarter.
Here's Carrington. Drains the triple. Carrington's gotten himself going here. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Spurs lead by 14. Here's Fox. And it's Koulibaly with a rebound. And for the Wizards, they're shooting only 38% from the floor. Not great. Left side, Davis. Pass to Carrington. Oh, rejected by Wembanyama.
The inescapable length of Wemby. What a block.
Fox, that's good.
All game long, he's been getting to his spots, and the defense has yet to adjust.
And here's Johnson. He's averaging about 6 points per game. Oh, no good on the last-second attempt there. And so a pretty lopsided game through the first half. San Antonio on top, up by 16. Don't go away. We'll be back momentarily.
Hello and welcome. Before we take a look at the action from the first half, a brief overview of some upcoming games.
And for that game against the Thunder, playing the team everyone has to go through in the West. But if you win that one, you can say, we beat the best. Don't sleep on us. These are the kind of games that define your season.
All right, getting back to this game now and the sensational play from Victor Wembanyama.
His performance in the first half, Diesel approved. Plays physical, Diesel approved. Doing most of his damage right at the rim, of course, Diesel approved.
Diesel approved defense. The praise doesn't come any higher than that. And that's a wrap on halftime. Thanks for watching as we send you back to BA to call the second half.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next two quarters are any different from the first two. So far, it's been a runaway. One of the stories here, Stephon Castle getting it done today.
Yeah, they've done an amazing job of creating room to operate for him. And then, of course, executing.
I like how they came into this one with a game plan, and they're just going out and executing it. Terrific job.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly in the second. And on the floor for Mitch Johnson starting the second half. Castle at the 2 with Vassell at the 3. Kelly Olynyk is out there with Victor Wembanyama. And it's Fox in at the point guard position. Wembanyama's shot is good.
The refined jumper of Wembanyama. You just never see that in a man of his height.
Outside Davis. Pass to Coulibaly. Now here's Johnson. 6 on the shot clock. Beyond the arc. Rebound by San Antonio. Wembanyama's got 9 rebounds in the game. Boy, he's getting it done. Olynyk finds Fox. Outside Wembanyama. Castle outside from behind the arc. And he can't get that one. Johnson with the defensive effort. Pass to Coulibaly. Outside Young. And there's the drive. Oh, it's blocked by Wembanyama.
There you go, Wemby. Use that 7-3 length. Disrupt the offense.
Hey, yo, right here.
On the wing, Fox from deep. It's rebounded by Washington. Pass to Sarr. And here is Young. He's covered by Fox. Young, the pass to Johnson. Screen by Young. Over to the wing. Fires for 3. Washington again can't hit.
Not an ideal start to the second half for them. 0 for 3.
Castle outside. Here's Fox. Goes to the reverse layup and drops it in. Fox has got 15 points.
Soft defense. I mean, they've given up 10 of the last 12 points inside.
The Wizards trail by 20. Boy, they need something to go to regain some confidence.
No question. Way too many empty possessions for them.
Davis, the pass to Young. Washington moving the ball around. Outside Davis. Fires in the triple. 13 points in the game.
And that's got to be a relief. Finally getting something to go here in the second half.
Now Castle. He's got 17. Pass to Olynyk. And the officials called goaltending, so they'll award the basket.
I mean, he had the right idea, but his timing was just a little off, and it resulted in a goaltend.
And he's got his first opportunity at the line here tonight. And here's Young. He'll bring it up for the Washington Wizards. And so now a timeout called by Brian Keefe. He's going to take a minute to regroup with his players.
There's just a lot of wide open lanes to the rim here. That'll drive your coach nuts.
Yeah, we can see over here, the coach, he has some choice words for his team. Words we cannot repeat.
And right now, let's take a look at the teams that do the best job protecting the rim. San Antonio in second.
They're quick to help each other, and they have some tremendous athletes with a nose for the ball.
Second half of play, and we're 3 minutes into the third here. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Nice D from Vassell.
He's just basically a body out there right now, nothing else. The team is struggling, and he hasn't been able to help them out at all.
Now here's Fox. 15 points in the game. And there's the whistle. Illegal screen is the call.
You can get away with one once in a while, but it looked like he wasn't completely set on that pick.
You gotta blow the whistle when it's that obvious. Great call there by the official.
Fox against Young. Sarr up top. Pass to Coulibaly. And it's in there. Coulibaly's got his second bucket of the night.
And I love it. Challenging the bigger defender and showing plenty of heart.
He's not going to back down from anyone. Got to commend the fearless attitude right there.
Now here's Castle. He's got 17. Johnson with the defensive effort. Pass to Sarr. Young from long range. Nails it from 3. Young's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Spurs lead by 15. Here's Fox. Here's Vassell. Launches a 3. The basket's good. Off the assist from Fox. Fox has got 6 assists here tonight.
Much more comfortable from deep. Vassell finding that stroke.
Now here's Coulibaly. Checking his stats. He's scoring around 9.5 points per game. Young can't hit.
Just an ugly show from him offensively. Yep, no way to describe it, just ugly, and that hasn't helped.
Here's Fox. Wembanyama, screen on Young. And it's Fox missing. The Wizards trail by 18. Sarr passes to Young. Outside Coulibaly. From downtown. Rebounded by Fox. The Spurs have gone 4 of 8 in the third. Castle on the wing. Three-pointer. Rebounded by Johnson. For Washington, they've gone cold here in this third quarter. Just 3 of 9. Back to Sarr. Pass to Young. 6 to shoot. The Wizards need to get off a shot here. From deep, Johnson. The rebound by Victor Wembanyama. Wembanyama's got 12 rebounds here tonight. Big time effort. You know, Richard, one thing you notice about Victor Wembanyama, He is even-keeled.
Yeah, and you don't see him yell. You don't see him criticize. He works on building that team chemistry. I respected players like that, the calm leadership type.
Washington shooting only 30% in the third quarter. Oh, Fox with a steal. Wembanyama against Davis. The shot by Wembanyama, no good. Wizards trail by 20. Outside Young. On the wing, Davis. To win the cold spell. That's in. Coming off an assist from Young. Young's got 5 assists in the game. And San Antonio has possession. Their biggest lead of the game was 21. Stolen by Davis. Oh, Fox with a steal. Here's Olynyk. San Antonio again can't hit.
That's the shot they wanted. It just didn't fall.
Tough to watch those miss. I'm sure they'll convert the next chance.
Coulibaly finds Johnson. Clock at 6. Top of the key. Back to Coulibaly. Stolen by Vassell. Wembanyama with it. Picked up by Coulibaly. Coulibaly against Wembanyama. Oh, he missed the layup. He had it with the pump fake. And Davis has got the ball here for Washington. They trail by 18. Pass to Sarr. There's Young with the 3. Young with the signature tray.
In terms of volume, Trae Young is up there in three-point shooting. He's never shy from deep.
So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. Well, when you talk about De'Aaron Fox, what makes him such a lethal player, Richard?
Well, for starters, it's his combination of speed and shooting. Still one of the fastest players in this league. And the exciting thing about him, Fox is just now entering into the prime of his career.
That free throw, no good. When you watch De'Aaron Fox, is there anything that sticks out to you, Grant?
Well, B.A., this league has the best athletes in the world, and Fox looks like maybe the quickest guy out there on most nights. His change of direction is especially elite.
Here's what Washington's going with right now. George, he's checked in for Sarr. Champagnie comes in for Coulibaly. Carrington, he's checked in for Johnson. And D'Angelo Russell subbed in for Young. Here's Champagnie. Davis with a screen on Olynyk. Here's Carrington. Cans it from the wing. Carrington's got 5.
Gotta fight harder to get over those screens.
Yeah, as soon as these guys feel contact, they are just disappearing like they're not even there. You gotta show some fire and keep defending.
Now here's Fox. To the middle. And that'll be San Antonio's ball as it goes out of bounds. Spurs able to keep the possession.
Great read to get a hand in there and disrupt the play.
Yeah, I think he was hoping to maybe even get the steal, but I agree. He's still got a good outcome.
Here's Russell. 6 points for him. George with the bucket.
Good heads-up basketball. Sees an opening and capitalizes.
Spurs lead by 12.
Draws tons of attention with the ball in his hands. Fox, he'll get you some bonus shots.
And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for the Spurs.
Oh, they've been punishing the inside defense consistently in this one. Look, it's been a very productive area of the floor for them.
Well, another thing they did well was taking advantage of the holes in the defense. Very aggressive in exploiting the lack of concentration.
Looking at who's out there now for San Antonio. Cornette's checked in for Wembanyama, and it's Barnes in for Olynyk. Here's Riley. 5 points in the game. Pass to Carrington. Here's Riley. Washington moving the ball around. And he banks in the layup. Champagnie's gotten his second bucket on the night.
They've now had assists on each of their last 3 buckets.
San Antonio has gone 1 of 4 here in the third from range. Barnes. Nice persistence to tip it back in. And the Spurs lead by 14.
They really have a commanding lead, not just in points, but in rebounds as well.
George passes to Russell. That three's off the mark. The Spurs shooting it well, almost 50% from the floor. Pass to Barnes. We've got 1:48 left in the third. Outside Johnson. Shot clock at 5. The basket's good. Off the assist from Fox. Fox has got his 7th assist of the game with that last one. Now here's Carrington. He's averaging just around 8.5 points a game. From downtown. Rebounded by Johnson. Spurs lead by 17. Pass to Barnes. Fox outside. There's the screen by Johnson. Fox, the pass to Johnson. And again, it's San Antonio with a three.
His confidence growing over time. The coaching staff encourages Keldon Johnson to shoot off the catch. That's his shot.
.59 seconds left in the third quarter. They need something good to happen here.
Yeah, they've gone way too long without a score.
Russell against Fox. Right side Carrington. George, a screen on Kessel. Kicks it to George. A shot to stop the run. Knocks down the triple. George has got 11 points.
His shot has been on point from the opening tip. He's pretty much kept them in the game.
Johnson, a screen on Russell. Outside Johnson. Back to Fox.
When Fox drives, he knows he's going to get contact, but he stays locked in and gets the foul call.
This is his third trip to the free throw line in this game. And he can't get the first one.
Didn't get to the line in the first half, but since the break, he's been in attack mode. Great adjustment.
He hits the second from the line. 19 seconds left in the third quarter. Now here's George. Cornette defending. And he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for two. Washington shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game. The first free throw is good. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. Fox with the ball. And so it's San Antonio in control with a 16-point advantage heading into the break. How about the way they've attacked the paint? This throwback approach is paying off. Back to the game after this break. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
Now, I know he's a big man, but he's got some point guard in him if he's making passes like this.
And for the defense, it's so tough to guard a big man with that kind of court vision and dime dropping ability.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same for the first 3 quarters. They've got D'Angelo Russell. He's out there with Trae Young, and it's George in at the 5, roaming the paint. That's the group for Washington right now. It's stolen by Barnes. Here's Johnson. Rebound by the Wizards. Here's Champagnie. He buries it from 3.
When he has that much space, he's a pretty good bet to nail the 3.
Here's Vassell. The rebound by Riley.
And the shooter had very little space on that attempt.
I'm sure they'll think twice about shooting against him next time.
Left side, Young. Takes it inside. Oh, rejected by Wembanyama. The rebound by Riley. The Wizards trail by 13. Here's Champagnie. Young, the pass to George. To the paint. Outside for Russell. 5 to shoot. Uncovered. Yep, that one goes. 8 points for D'Angelo Russell.
When you talk about crafty players, you're talking about players like D'Angelo Russell who can find his spot.
Fourth quarter now. We're about a minute and a half in. Pass to Johnson. From deep, Harper. The putback. It's good on the putback. And the Spurs lead by 13.
Woo, hard work creating the second chance opportunity.
And there's a pick. Spins. Here's Young. Harper pulls it in. Harper's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Shoots over Young, and Harper gets it to go.
And they've really managed to dominate inside.
And Young has got the ball here for the Wizards. Inside, here's George. That's in. Coming off an assist from Young.
He's bringing a lot of energy to this offense, not letting the scoreboard discourage him right now.
He's going to keep putting up shots regardless of the score. That's the kind of player he is.
Just over 2.5 minutes played now. Final quarter of regulation.
And that's confidence right there. Barnes wasting no time firing away.
Young, the pass to Champagnie. Pass to Riley. Down low. Oh, rejected by Wembanyama. 3-on-3. Lets it fly from 18. And San Antonio getting another bucket right there.
Credit to Vassell for staying active.
Now here's Young. The D's right on him. Here's George. And the jam by George.
And what an aggressive move to the rim. He's really trying to fire up his teammates right now.
Boy, it's not hard to feel inspired after a teammate makes that kind of finish.
And that could be the spark they needed to make a little run as they try to even this thing up.
Oh, and Johnson slams it in.
Woo, boy, Johnson, let's just say he's a great athlete. Wouldn't you agree?
The Wizards trail by 17. Pass to Champagnie. George feels it out a bit. Good. Now 7 for 11 on the night.
And another great assist. The offense is really clicking now.
The Spurs have gotten 5 shots out of 9 to go in this fourth. Vassell passes to Harper. San Antonio moving the ball around. Wembanyama down low. George defending. Nice shot by Wembanyama.
There were questions about Wembanyama's strength coming into the league. No problem with the contact here.
Pass to George. Here's Champagnie. He's guarded by Barnes. Russell from outside. Rebound by San Antonio. Wembanyama's Spurs lead by 17. Here's Vassell. Drives to the hoop. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
That's a strong move by Vassell. He plays with more power than I think you actually realize.
And here is Young. Kicks it to George. 6 on the shot clock. There's the 3. Rebound by San Antonio. Vassell's got 4 rebounds now. Pass to Barnes. Right wing. 4-3. It's rebounded by George.
Locking the arc down. Defense knows it's on them to scare off those shots.
He blocks it again. Oh, you can't throw the weak sauce around him.
No, you can't, B.A. I mean, he's sending everything back.
Barnes, it's good.
He's a dangerous shooter from deep. Barnes can hit some big shots out there.
They're searching for a way to score.
Yeah, buckets have been very tough to come by.
George passes to Russell. It's stolen by Johnson. And here's Barnes. The 3-ball. That shot, no good.
And I'm surprised that didn't go down. I mean, I'm sure he is too.
And he ends that fast break chance. An intentional foul. That's a textbook example of the transition take foul rule. Well, you ask the older generation about load management. They'll bend your ear about back in the day, Grant.
Oh, yes, we will. But it's true that today's players average more distance covered per game, even if they're not walking uphill both ways. So you got to take that into account.
Looking at who's out there now for San Antonio. Olenek checked in for Barnes. Castle comes in for Vassell. And De'Aaron Fox is subbed in for Harper.
Reading the trajectory of that shot, he anticipated the big rebound.
Castle. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
And that's the kind of pressure Castle can put on a defense.
First free throw is good. Devin Vassell, he's checked in for San Antonio. So it's 1 of 2 from the stripe. We've had the in-season tournament for a few years now, Grant. What's your opinion on it?
You know, B.A., I think it's working out pretty well. I mean, the NBA Cup, it's drawing increased fan interest, and the players are invested. So what's not to like about it?
And here's Fox. He'll bring it up for the Spurs. 22 is their biggest lead. Davis with a rebound. Davis has got 11 rebounds in the game. Young from long range sinks it from distance. Young's got 10 points in just the second half.
And after being held scoreless in the first half, he's starting to turn it on.
Spurs lead by 16. Now Fox. Pass to Wembanyama. Yes! And a nice assist from Fox. Fox has got assist number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. The Wizards have gone 7 of 14 here in the fourth from the floor. Outside Coulibaly. Outside Young. Oh, Fox with a steal. Back come the Spurs in transition. Here's Castle. And he drains it, making him 7 for 15 for the day.
What a statement from Castle tonight, proving to the league he's going to be a problem for years to come.
Here's Young. Pass to Sarr. Johnson against Castle. Now here's Young. Lets the three fly. It's hauled in by Wembanyama. Wembanyama's got rebound number 15 here tonight. And the basket by Castle.
And now almost all their points coming from the paint.
And, of course, you won a ring with the Cavs in 2016, Richard. Talk about the challenge of winning a title.
In a lot of ways, it just comes down to will and grit. The playoffs are an extra 2 months of intense basketball. The team that wins it all normally has the most health and motivation.
Now here's Vassell. Pass to Castle. Young with the defensive effort. And Washington shooting 44% here in the fourth quarter. And that one drops.
Yeah, I love seeing Sarr get a little more physical there inside.
Here's Fox. Now Vassell. Koulibaly defending. Castle for three. Knocks down the long J. Castle's got 8 here in this quarter.
Now you have to extend that defense. I mean, you really have to stay connected to them at all times.
And the lack of defensive pressure on shots like that is a big reason they're down by double digits.
And we've got a timeout from Brian Keefe, rallying his guys to make sure they all know the plan. Here's Young. And finished off by Sarr.
And the long arms of Sarr on full display. You got to keep this kid off the offensive glass.
Spurs lead by 21. Pass to Vassell. Takes a three. And again, it's San Antonio with a three.
And just not letting up at all. I mean, you have to love this approach. You want to get the ball to the guys who make plays.
This is when good players really get after it. He can sense that they're reeling, and he's going to put his foot on the pedal.
Here's Koulibaly, following that last three-pointer by San Antonio. Young against Fox. Shot clock at 5. Young, the pass to Johnson, and the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Castle, and it's a completely new group for Washington. A big group substitution here for San Antonio. Plumlee's checked in for Wembanyama. Bryant comes in for Olynyk. Keldon Johnson, he's checked in for Vassell. And it's Harper in for Castle. Just 3 to shoot. Here's Carrington. Ooh, good D by Plumlee. And here are the Spurs now. They're on a 12-4 run. Bryant, the pass to Harper. On the wing, Fox, guarded by Russell. And it's Fox missing. Fantastic ball movement for them tonight.
And things are definitely working offensively. A balanced attack is just so much harder to defend. And you can see how scary this team can be when everything is clicking for them. Just a terrific performance for the Spurs.
And it was a big-time performance across the board. They looked like they were having fun out there, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., it was almost like watching a cat play with a mouse. I mean, they did pretty much anything they wanted to do out there today.
And a good performance to bring them their 18th win of the year.
Only a 2-game series, and they win both. They have to be satisfied with this.
And it was a reliably solid performance from one of their key guys. A tremendous game for De'Aaron Fox.
Okay, I'm going to explain what he did here. It's called playmaking. Being someone that seeks out their teammates, making the extra pass.
And Fox has got the ball here for San Antonio. Pass to Johnson. And here's Bryant outside. It's rebounded by George. And De'Aaron Fox picks up the foul. That's his first foul of the game. A different look for San Antonio. Barnes comes in for Bryant. And it's Champagnie in for Fox. Outside Young. And finished off by Sarr.
And when it comes to assists, Young is on another level. He's got such a gift for feeding his guys.
There's 39 seconds left in the final quarter. Harper passes to Plumlee. Now Johnson. Back to Plumlee. Stolen by Sarr. Here's Koulibaly. The rebound by the Spurs. Now here's Johnson. So we see the Spurs taking the W here. This one wasn't even close. The hometown crowd was waiting for a miracle that never came.
Yeah, and this team was consistent throughout. They met every challenge, and they earned this dub.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Richard Jefferson, Grant Hill, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson. Thank you for being with us. And we present the player of the game, De'Aaron Fox.